Hello everyone, welcome to In Touch 2025. We have so many things to talk about. We are live. Welcome to In Touch 2025. We have so many things to cover in such little time. We have our new class coming up February 11th. I'll mention the details, but stay tuned. One thing we're going to start off with is a trivia question. The first person to answer this question, I'm going to Zelle them $50. How many assisted living homes are there currently in the state of Arizona? First person to guess down below or do your due diligence and verify, I will send the winner $50. Just a fun, quick trivia question. I always like my numbers. You guys know that about me. But let's talk about availability and what's happening in the assisted living homes industry here in Arizona. It's not great. Hold on, be patient. You're not the only one going through it. As we've noticed, the bed occupancy is lower than it was during the pandemic, during COVID-19. It is starting to get better, so don't give up. Some of you guys have wanted to sell your facility. Some of you guys have, and just given up or just shut down. Don't. Be patient. If you have not used our direct number to text us your weekly availability, do so. Our direct number is 623-201-8545. We do receive text messages. Please send us your availability every week. Not every day, but every week or so. We need to know what your availability is. We don't just use facilities, within a certain zip code. We are statewide. Wherever you may be in Arizona, if you have availability right now, text us 623-201-8545. We want to know what are some ways to get some availability and get some residents. Well, some people are applying for ALTCS applications as a provider, and our next class is February 11th. I'll go into the details, but it is an option. The rates are finally going to be decent. It's going to be hard for some of those private pay to compete with the rates now. But we're excited. Officially, October 1st, the rates are going to increase. Some other providers have already increased their rates. Please attend a class so I can educate you guys on how. So text us, apply for Medicaid, and then just be patient. It's getting better. Finally, the holidays are over. Happy New Year's again to those who haven't been able to say that, but be patient and it'll get better. And what is next? Oh, February ALTCS class, February 11th at 1 p.m. I'll put the information down below so you guys can have the contact information. Please register before the class. If you didn't, you can still show up, but it's easier for me to know a head count and print materials if you register previous to the class. It's going to be in North Phoenix. What are we going to talk about? Provider applications, how to become an ALTCS provider, how to help your members become, an ALTCS member. We're going to talk about United Healthcare and Arizona Complete Care contracts. We're going to talk about NRAs and hospice agreements. We're going to talk about policies and procedures and the new memory care bill that's coming up. We're going to talk about denials and how to be preventative and document yourself to where the 67% of ALTCS denials is not one of yours, and how to reduce that number in the state of Arizona. We're going to talk about insurance, and many of you guys are asking about NPIs. NPI numbers are not a requirement for assisted living homes. And if any healthcare provider or health plan asks you for that, please feel free to reach out to me directly. I can help educate on that end. And then some of you guys have seen our recent post. AZDHS is releasing a new complaint link for many healthcare providers, including assisted living homes. You've always been able to file a complaint with the Arizona Department of Health Services, but now there's going to be a revised link coming out in February. There's also a link separate, from this for the emergency response teams. Many of you guys have complained and informed me how certain patients are still being denied access to care and the right to transportation in an emergency to the hospital. We've seen some lawsuits come out in Arizona for that as well. Please protect your residents. If anything should happen or has happened in the last 6 months, please reach out to me. I will guide you guys on how to file that complaint. And again, it's not that, you know, we want to complain, but if we don't, then I can't justify and verify to the state about what's actually happening. We want a more collaborative effort, and we want our voices to be heard. So I need your input. If any of you have had any problems recently during a 911 call, please reach out to me directly, and I'll help you guys out. And then what is another thing that we want to talk about? You guys know I'm really big on mental health. I've seen so many people that are just overworked. They're tired. You know, it's just a different season right now. If you're struggling with anxiety or depression, there is help out there. And I have someone personally to recommend to you guys. If you are just feeling like you can't help yourself and you just need a little push or a little help, there is a specialist that you can reach out to directly. And I'm going to give you the phone number. It's 623-986-0500, and just text him and just pour your heart out, or just say help. I don't know what to do. You don't have to have the answers, but just reach out for help if you're struggling with depression or anxiety. Sometimes it's hard in assisted living homes. I remember when I first started mine, I felt very lonely for the first 4 years as a live-in. It was very hard. But I think now we're just a lot more overwhelmed, and with the reducing capacity and just with everything going on, you know, a lot of people seem to be struggling. Now, again, if you notice this with your residents as well, you can use the same phone number, 623-986-0500, for residents who may need assistance with psych or depression or anxiety. It is a great resource, and I do recommend you guys to reach out. What is the last thing for today? Be a light to someone this week. Be positive. I remember when I first started in the industry, I got a lot of, refusals. You're a competitor. I don't want to help you. That's not what we're here for. So many of you guys know me and Carrie. We are here to help and spread the information. I mean, you may not be a Legia or a Carrie. You may not be a Voss or a Hal or a Daniela, or a Jennifer, but just be you to someone new. Thank you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.